What's up, you guys? Welcome to my workout. This is not a tutorial or instructional video. This is my actual workout. I try to explain what I do as I go along, but what I do, and especially today, it is not recommended. There are various safety concerns here that many of you will see. I'll try to discuss these as I go along. When I do, I'm going to be doing like a bench press today. And I live in a small little townhouse. I don't have a lot of space inside my house, so every piece of equipment I have in there has to pay rent. That means it needs to be versatile and used. I need to be able to use it for a lot of different things. I also prefer to train chest on this ball. This is a Duraball Pro. I don't even know if they make them anymore, but it's a ball I trust a lot. So I'll also be using it on a yoga mat to prevent any rocks or things that could puncture it from doing so. Also, it would prevent the ball from sliding out catastrophically from under me when I'm going in and out of position. I'll be using my old school power block dumbbells. They go from about 10 to 90 pounds. And these are they're very old. They're the same dumbbells I've been using in all my videos on social media for the last 3.5 years, compared to those brand new monsters I was using yesterday. Okay, so I'm gonna get started, and let me show you something. This is my overhead press. If I'm cold, I've done no warm up. My warm up is, as a lot of you know, just kind of a lighter version of what I'm going to do. So this is my overhead press. All right. One other thing I want to show you. This is my horizontal abduction. Stops right here. My external rotation. This is it. Internal rotation. That's it. Okay. External rotation. That's it. So I'm just giving you an honest example of how stiff my shoulders are and the rest of my body on any given day. By the way, I'm wearing this funny headband because I have a microphone stuck in here to hopefully give you guys the best sound quality given all the racket outside. It's rush hour traffic, so I'm gonna do my best. All right, enough talking, here we go. I don't recommend using a ball. I've done this for years. I have a lot of experience with it. Who knows? This thing might explode on me today and you'll get a really good video. But in general, I don't recommend using these, but I'll tell you why I like to use it and why for me it's worth the risk. I'll tell you later, so I can just shut up and we can get going. All right, so I start seated on the ball. I roll into position. I just want basically my mid back supported. I do not like to have this all the way under here. To me, that just feels like garbage. And I do like to have my neck hanging out in space. I always look for excuses to involve my neck. All right, so from this position, I'm just gonna stretch out a little bit here. I'm trying to squeeze my shoulder blades together. Now I'm gonna go overhead. Oh, my right shoulder is tight, as it always is. And then I'm gonna do a pullover movement. All right, now I'm gonna go into a little extension here. Try to sneak around. Okay, one more time. Shoulder extension, squeezing my shoulder blades together. I'm squeezing my shoulder blades together to activate what's called reciprocal inhibition, or the muscles in my shoulder blades, as they contract, a simultaneous signal has to be sent to my chest to relax, and that helps me to just open things up. All right. As I come out of here, I'm making sure that I am posterior tilting my pelvis. That means I'm tucking my tailbone under, and I'm making sure that I have very good traction with my feet. As if I decide to go heavier, you might see me falter, okay? And you might see me get into some positions that are not recommended and are hazardous, okay? I'm telling you beforehand because that's happened before. I've never hurt myself, but hey, you never know. Okay, so I'm gonna put the ball there. Hopefully it won't roll away. Okay, let me get my dog dish. Okay, that's Koa's dog bowl. I start very light. I like to start with a weight that is so light it's almost insulting to whatever muscle group I'm working. And that's actually a way that I find is helpful to get me going in, especially when everything's tight. All right. Put the bells close to my hip joint. This ball allows me to expand, to really retract my shoulder blades. Now, instead of doing the traditional palms down or pronated grip, I like to go with a supinated or palms up grip, so I can get this nice stretch right into here. All I'm trying to do is stretch. Okay, I'm going to turn it over. Okay, bring it down close to the hip joint. I'm trying to round, round my back. Coming up. All right. It's 20 pounds. I don't know what's going on with my voice. I feel like I'm losing it, but I'm gonna go anyway. I don't have much time, as I usually don't. And I don't do a lot of reps on any of these sets. I just stretch a little bit and then I move on to the next weight. All right, 30 pounds. Keep it close to the hip joint. Turn my grip around. Okay. Aside from the ball being convenient and it's versatile, so it justifies the space it takes up in my house by me being able to do a lot of different things with it. Obviously, it's unstable. And I am obsessed with symmetry in all my movements. That's why I prefer to do dumbbell chest presses rather than barbell, because the dumbbell in each hand will give a true assessment of what each limb is actually doing. So if one arm or shoulder gets ahead of the other one, then I'll just put this here. Then I'll know that, because as that arm descends faster than the other one, it's going to tip me off balance, and this ball is going to give me feedback. All right. These are 40 pounds. Okay. So you notice I'm not doing a lot of work. I don't really actually emphasize chest training that much for myself. I never have. I like the bench press movement because I feel it's really important to my shoulder mobility, and the ability to press horizontally or straight out in front of myself is still a good and necessary ability to maintain. But I'm really not that strong. I've never been really strong in benching movements. And these bells, the top weight is 90 pounds, and if I'm able to get 1 or 2 reps at the end of my workout with the full weight, then that's a good day for me. All right, so I believe I'm at 50 pounds here. All right. The yoga mat, once again, I don't recommend using a ball to do what I'm doing. I don't recommend anything that I do. But should a person decide to do this, having a traction surface so that your feet don't slip as you're coming out, that is very important. All right. Yesterday's video went a little bit long. I could explain a lot more, but I don't want to bore you guys to death, and I got to get in and make dinner, so I'm just going to go right into the next set. And I really appreciate you guys watching these videos. So if you have any questions that you'd like me to cover, if I can, I will. Just leave them in the comments. And I am not the master or guru of bench press or anything I do. This is just what I do. There are so many people that are better than me at this. So if you want real bench press techniques and chest training techniques, I'm sure you'll find those people elsewhere on social media. This is just my my old man workout. All right. 60 pounds. All right. There we go. Make sure that doesn't sneak out. And one of the reasons why I practice my entire life a lot of round back lifting is because, as you can see, I lift a lot of things with a rounded back, and once again, I don't recommend that to anybody, but it works pretty well for me. Okay, here we go. 70 pounds. This is where you don't want your feet to slip. Got a bad wrist, so I used a good wrist to put that one down, and then we assist this side. I'll be talking about all my joint and orthopedic conditions on another video. I'm going to be starting peptide therapy with Merrick Health, and they just sent me some BPC 157 and TB 500, and I'll be firing that up real soon, and I will be posting a lot on that. Number one, I'm in a partnership with them. They've been kind enough to sponsor the compounds I'll be using, but I'll be using no testosterone, no hormone replacement. I'm not really into that. I never have been. Since we're on the topic, I have never used steroids, testosterone, hormones, ever in my life, even when I was a young man. I just never really cared that much about muscle or performance. I was never a competitive athlete, and so I just don't care that much about that stuff. Okay. There might be a time in my life where that will be appropriate and necessary, but right now I prefer to just the peptides I'll be using in the hopes that they'll help me to heal a lot of my conditions and some maybe might call them injuries, but they're not hormones, they're not testosterone. Okay, so these are 80-pound dumbbells. If I can get one rep at this point in either hand position, then it's a good day. All right. Okay. I don't do a lot of reps, but I try to get as much out of the rep or two that I do as I can. And that one got a lot out of me. Okay. That was 80 pounds. I'm gonna rest a little longer on this one because I have to. I know there's a lot of you out there that can throw this kind of weight around like nothing, but for me this is heavy, and if I can get one rep once again in either hand position, that's going to be good. But here's while I take a little rest, I want to just show you a little something here. Okay, when I am on the ball, just pretend I'm lying on the ball. I'm not thinking about my chest at all or the weights in my hands. My mind is between my shoulder blades. These muscles are to me the glutes of the upper body. And I generate most of my, in fact, all of my upper body movements begin and end between the shoulder blades. I like the palms up grip because it positions my arms in external rotation and allows me to access what I feel is more of my upper body musculature without having to shrug. If I'm palms down, it's real easy as my elbows get put into this abnormal position. It's easy for them to shrug to compensate, especially if I start running up into my acromioclavicular joint or impinging on my supraspinatus tendon or bursa. So once again, as I'm lowering the bells, I'm doing this with my shoulder blades. And if that goes well, I've now positioned my chest to push as hard as it possibly can. Okay, enough rest. I would like to get 1 rep in the reverse grip and 1 rep in the over grip, but I'm not above bailing if that doesn't feel like it can be competently done. All right, this is most likely my last set, and that stupid light's gonna turn on and I gotta go in. Okay. Oh, you're heavy, heavy, heavy. All right. Come on. Okay. And yes, I checked for rocks underneath my ball before I'm doing this. Okay, here we go. Okay, for this, I'm going to sit out. Because too tired to roll back up with them. All right. If you're still here, thank you for being with me. I'm done for the day. That's it. Some days I'm a little more chatty than others. But like I said, I'm trying to keep it short. You guys have a wonderful day, evening, and much aloha.